And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We have a great show for you today. As always, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Takes by Fans and be a part of the conversation and come watch live daily, noon Eastern, twitch.tv/Takes by Fans, or just go to the takesbyfans.com official website. There's a watch tab at the top. Click on that. And whenever we are live on the website, so either way you decide to watch Takes by Fans, just make sure you're watching. We are here daily, noon Eastern, so come get your sports content. Alrighty, well, today we are going to talk Lakers Heat Game 2. Lakers big blowout again. I mean, when you're missing, two key players for the Heat, we knew this was going to be domination. That's why we took Lakers minus 9.5 in yesterday's game, and they win by 10. We cover the bet, we hit it, bing bang boom, all is well. So Lakers take Game 2. And we hit our moneymaker. What more could you ask for? And then today, I do want to look at Joe Burrow a little bit in depth, not as in depth as we did Justin Herbert yesterday. And I also want to take a look at Nick Foles. Am I valuing the Bears and Nick Foles too high? We'll take a look at what he showed us last week. So we'll look at those two names, those two teams, those two quarterbacks today. But before we talk about any sports, we have to update the COVID in the NFL. So let's do that real quickly. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, y'all. All right. So we'll start with the good news. Titans, they had one player test positive. That's not great, but it's okay, I guess. What's not good is that players are still testing positive from Tennessee, now putting next week's game when they have to face the Bills in jeopardy again, because, if they start still having positives on Sunday and Monday, now we're going into a couple days of quarantine, and now we're looking at 2 weeks behind. Tennessee's got to make up 2 games potentially, so they've still got players and personnel testing positive for COVID. Not great, but it was only one player, so hopefully it will calm down tomorrow. They can get none, and they can start kind of looking forward to week 5 against the Bills and try to sweep this week under the rug. But about 30 minutes ago, y'all, story broke. A player not from Tennessee tested positive. And that player is the one, the only Cameron Newton. Cameron Newton from the Patriots, who were supposed to face Kansas City this week, who I've had on my 99% guarantee in our picks. Cam Newton tested positive, and he is out for Sunday. Now, this is turning into an entire thing. This literally broke an hour ago, y'all. So details are still coming in, but now they're not even. Now they're looking like the Patriots-Chiefs game isn't even going to be played at all tomorrow. So this is what Adam Schefter has been tweeting out. So Patriots were supposed to leave for Kansas City at 1 o'clock today. The flight is not leaving now. They're not leaving because they have to figure out all these details. So the Pats players will probably not even get to Kansas City till tomorrow. Now, and he's also saying all options now appear to be on the table. Patriots could leave later today. Some other players are saying, or some other insiders are saying that, that's not happening. They're not leaving today at all. Not even later tonight. They're not leaving, and this game is probably not even going to be played at all. Patriots could leave Sunday. They could leave tomorrow, get an early flight out. It's not till 4:25, so they do have a little bit of time. Plus, from Boston to Kansas City, not the longest flight. Game could be postponed, as one source texted, no way they can travel today, because now everybody else has to get a second round of testing. They have to make sure everything's right before they go and travel to Kansas City, because the worst thing you want to do is now infect all of Kansas City, and now we've just got this domino effect of players infecting other players on other teams. So Cam Newton tested positive. Patriots Kansas City Chiefs game is now up in the air, whether it will be played or not. There's talks that it will be played Monday, but we've heard that before, right? Steelers and Titans was supposed to be pushed back till Monday, and what happened to that? It's been postponed indefinitely. They're still trying to find a date to make up that game. So Not the best, especially when we had that pick. We had the Patriots +7 because of Cam Newton. We thought he was going to do it. So now if this game's going to get played, you currently cannot bet on this game. So if this game is still even going to be played, we can't take the Patriots +7 anymore because we wanted Cam Newton at quarterback. We didn't want Jarrett Stidham or Brian Hoyer. I mean, I can't trust any of them with 7 points. I cannot do that. So Cam Newton getting COVID is hurting our picks. Unfortunately, we obviously wish him a speedy recovery. We wish him the best. We wish him to get better. But yeah, this is not looking good. The one silver lining is okay, we just got an update 2 minutes ago. Adam Schefter now sounding like Tuesday Night Football, Patriots at Chiefs. But once again, when have we heard that before? Steelers, Titans. They're like, oh yeah, that will be played Monday. But then they're like, no, that could be played Tuesday too. Either Monday or Tuesday, one of those days. But then like Sunday and Monday roll around. They're like, yeah, this game's not getting played at all. So now sounding like Tuesday Night Football, which I'm down for that. Give me Thursday, give me Sunday, give me Monday, and give me Tuesday now because of COVID. I'm all about that. Football on, 4 out of the 7 days of the week. I'm definitely about that. But we've heard it before. It's just going to keep putting pushed back and back and back until eventually you have to cancel the game. So we will keep this updated throughout the day here as we're talking about it. Official from the NFL. Here we go. This just broke 4 minutes ago. Here we go. The New England Kansas City game scheduled for 4:25 Eastern will be rescheduled to Monday or Tuesday. So now we can officially, they will not play tomorrow. This is official. They're not playing tomorrow. Rescheduled to Monday or Tuesday after positive COVID-19 test on both teams. Hang on both teams. We haven't heard anything from Kansas City. This is interesting. Now we know Cam Newton, but the NFL says positive COVID tests on both teams. So now Kansas City is also having positive tests. Now other teams could also have positive tests. This seems to be breaking down right in front of our eyes, and it's not good. All right. In consultation with infectious disease experts, both clubs are working closely with the NFL and the NFL Players Association to evaluate multiple close contacts, perform additional testing, and monitor developments. All decisions will be made with the health and safety of players, teams, and game day personnel as our primary consideration. Alrighty, now we've got Chiefs players testing positive as well, not just the New England. Do we have anything else? After positive tests from both teams, the NFL is postponing. Yes, this man gets it. Alrighty, this is not looking good. At least so far, it's contained to 2 teams who are supposed to be playing each other. So that does help a little bit going into tomorrow. Hopefully, we still have our full slate of games minus this one and the Steelers-Titans. So we're losing 2 games this week, but hopefully we can just lose 2 weeks. I mean, if we remember baseball, when they first opened up, I mean, they had an outbreak in Miami, and I believe another team, and may have been the A's. I'm gonna put some. I'll say the A's. We'll double down. It was Marlins and A's, I believe, that had that outbreak, and they had to kind of cancel like a week's worth of games because baseball players, they play the same team like 5 times in a row, like during a couple of days, like 2 days. Stupid. So what was I saying? Yeah, so baseball, they had that early outbreak, but then they were able to take it care of, and now they're in the playoffs, and it's looking good. So let's all relax. Yes, this is initially not great, but so far contained to only 3 teams so far. Vikings never caught it. They're still testing negative today. I mean, they had tests today, and they all came back negative. So that's a great sign. Titans didn't spread it to the Vikings, and they played each other, so that's a huge silver lining there. It's only in 3 teams so far. We can get it out of the way kind of early in the season, week 3, so down the stretch, we're still good to go. But, yeah, let's not panic just quite yet. Definitely frustrating, definitely annoying, definitely inconvenient. I'm inconvenienced because now I have to choose a new pick. I can't go with Patriots +7. They're probably not even going to be playing. So we will do a new pick to fill that Patriots +7 pick. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on this throughout the day. We'll check Twitter, see what's breaking. We just read the official statement from the NFL that just came out. What is Adam Schefter saying? One source added Tuesday is more likely. All right, so it's looking like Tuesday. Looking like Tuesday for right now as of Saturday at noon 10. All right, here we go. Let's, get COVID out of our minds. Let's look at some sports that was actually played last night. It was game 2 of the NBA Finals, and the Heats were rocking without Goran Dragic or Bam Adebayo. Not good. Who took Bam Adebayo's place? Well, Myers Leonard started the game, and he looked not very good. He looked like somebody that did not play the entire playoff series except for one game for about 9 minutes, and that's exactly what he did this season. He's been on the bench. He hasn't even been in the rotation. He has only played one game against the Bucks, so not great. He wasn't looking very physical at all, so they had to really rely on Kelly Olynyk, and he had himself a very good game. Not defensively, but he's not a defensive big man. He's a, scoring big man, and that's exactly what he did. Second leading scorer, Kelly Olynyk for the Miami Heat. Not really what you want to see, your center being your second leading scorer, except if you're on maybe the Lakers, where Anthony Davis really isn't even the center, but he's a big man down low. All right, here we go. Let's take it here. LeBron drives inside. I mean, yeah, without Bam Adebayo, they were free to eat in the paint. I mean, look how open they're open. Look at it. This is Kelly Olynyk right here. Let me show him to y'all. If you do not know who Kelly Olynyk is, he's a center. This is a center. Does he look beefy like he's center? No, but he's a offensive scoring center, and no defense really in his game. So the Lakers were free to eat because they had to get Myers Leonard out of the game. Didn't even play a lot. I think he played 9 minutes. So I mean, they couldn't trust him for long. They got him off the floor. They put in Kelly Olynyk. They're like, we can't stop them, so I guess we just have to try to outscore them. But you can't do that when the Lakers can literally get free buckets underneath the rim whenever they want with Dwight Howard, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. They're so big, and the Heat just had no answer with Bam being out, and it's truly unfortunate. But Anthony Davis and LeBron James both had themselves a game. Why? Because they both have mid-range games, and their drive to the basket games are truly unmatched when they're going up against nobody big with the Heat. So here they go. Anthony Davis crashing the boards, getting those second chance points. Look at this man fly in. Oh my goodness. Nobody could stop him. Who's going to stop that man? It's not going to be Kelly Olynyk, I'll tell you. Now we got Udonis Haslem. He's trying to fire up his team on the bench, but unfortunately it just didn't work. It worked for a little bit. Jimmy Butler trying to come back here now, trying to cut down the lead. Now we get Kelly Olynyk. This is why they have Kelly Olynyk on the team. Look at that man, just drove from the three-point line and finished on LeBron James. So he definitely can score the ball offensively, but defensively he cannot get it done. All right, Miami tries to pull the lead down to 11, but LeBron says, no. Whatever run you think you guys were on, it's over now. And LeBron James getting the rebound there, second chance points. Alex Caruso drives and Anthony Davis finishes. There's no beef down low for the Heat, and you need beef down low to stop these two GOATs right here that combined for 66 points, 65 points. Let's get the official count here. Lakers win at 124-114, 10-point win. Big win. LeBron James, 33 points. Anthony Davis, 32 points. I mean, no beef down low. They're free to eat wherever they want. LeBron James shot 56%. He went 3 of 8 from 3. Anthony Davis, 32 points. He shot 75%, most of it just coming from underneath the basket. He only shot 1 of 1 from 3. I mean, fantastic for making it, but all of his other shots were just down low, and he shot 75% because he really had no competition down there. Oh, and also he grabbed 14 rebounds, and 8 of those 14 rebounds were offensive rebounds. Offensive. You know why? Because Myers Leonard and Kelly Olynyk were the bigs for the Heat. I mean, Anthony Davis was just having a field day underneath the baskets, offensively, defensively. It did not matter. Whoever has more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds? Nobody, unless if you're doing like one of both and then you're lame and you barely play any minutes anyway. I don't want to hear it. So Anthony Davis, a fantastic game. Same thing with LeBron. He was 1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double, which would have been his second triple-double of the finals. He was 1 assist away from game number 1 from having a triple-double, 1 rebound, 1 assist away from game number 2 triple-double. All right, now let's see who we're getting solid contributions from the Lakers. We saw a lot of players: Dwight Howard, Danny Green, Caldwell Pope, and I believe that was the 4 in double-digit scorings. That was not LeBron James or Anthony Davis. So now this game, some decent contributions. I mean, Rondo put up 16 points and 10 assists. Fantastic. Absolutely magnificent. He also shot 3 of 4 from 3. Ooh, truly, truly great. So Rondo here with 16 points, third leading scorer for the squad. Kyle Kuzma put up 11. He shot 37%, 2 of 6 from 3. Not terrible, but once again, still not great. I'll take the double-digit points, though. And Caldwell Pope, reliable here. Back-to-back games with double-digit points. That's all we need from this Lakers squad. We know LeBron and Anthony Davis are going to combine for 60 plus. That's what it's going to be. So they just need a couple of their other surrounding players to put up double-digit points, and they did it again. They showed out in game number 2 as well. So well done to Rondo, Kuzma, and Caldwell Pope for getting the job done. Now, once again, we have to talk shit on Danny Green. 3 points in 22 minutes, and you weren't even that good defensively. You were getting blown by basically everybody. Jimmy Butler just drove right by you and dunked on you. We saw it in the highlights. So Danny Green, he shot 1 of 8. All of them threes. Trash. 12%. 12%. Danny Green, please, man. Can you just be consistent? Oh, my goodness. Luckily, Kuzma stepped up, but he still didn't look great when we were watching the games. Yes, he put up 11, and I can respect that. But Danny Green, the 1 from 8, you're there to hit the threes and maybe play a little good defense, but you didn't even play good defense yesterday, and you didn't even hit threes, so why are you on the floor? You're lucky LeBron James and Anthony Davis are just really fantastic, out of this world talent that you don't need to put. You can put up 3 points on 12% shooting and get away with the win. So you're lucky. You're riding the coattails of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. All right, let's go to Miami now. I said it earlier. Kelly Olynyk, the second leading scorer with 24 points. Well done to him. Jimmy Butler, I mean, he's trying his damnedest here, y'all. 25 points. Usually he isn't aggressive. I mean, if you've been watching the Heat in the playoffs, I mean, Jimmy Butler's not putting up 25 every game. I mean, he's like low 20s, high teens. I mean, basically everybody is on the starting roster putting up 15-plus points. But now we're getting in the finals. Is the stage too big for this kind of younger squad? It's kind of looking out that way. I mean, Jimmy Butler, he's having a great series so far. Another game with 25 points. He put up 13 assists and 8 rebounds. He shot 41%, so not terrible overall. He had himself a decent game. It's just nobody else can really step up. Duncan Robinson, 9 points. Usually he's in those 15 points solid. Myers Leonard, I mean, he didn't even have a rebound. How are you a center and don't even get a rebound? I mean, this man is just truly not good, and that's why we haven't seen him, because he's truly not that good. So 9 minutes from him, they had to pull him early and just rock with Olynyk. Try to outscore the Lakers. You can't stop them defensively, so try to outscore them. And the plan almost worked. They put up 114. That was more points than they put up last game. But you still let LeBron and the Lakers put up 124 because they could literally go to the basket whenever they wanted, because there was literally no defense down there for the Heat. Alrighty, Tyler Hero, his first start, he played 42 big minutes. He had 17 points, not terrible. That's actually pretty good, but that's kind of what he does off the bench, so he really didn't step up his game, from going to the bench to the starting position. He's usually averaging around 14 to 15 points on the bench, so 17, a 2-point upgrade. He did grab 7 rebounds and only 3 assists, so it's just okay. It's just an okay performance. This isn't a performance that you should be having in the finals when you're upgrading from bench to starter, when you're down 1-0 in the series, when Jimmy Butler is literally trying his damnedest, when 2 key players, Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo, are out. You can't just be putting up 17, 7, and 3 when now you're kind of like second. You went from being, kind of the 6th option, being off the bench, to kind of the second, with Goran Dragic being out, Bam Adebayo being out. Now it's probably Jimmy Butler 1 and Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. You can make the argument 2, 3, however you want to distribute that. But, Tyler Hero, you got to step it up a little bit. I know you're young and you're the youngest player to ever start a finals. I get it. But you're here in the league. You're one of us. Go up there and, do your thing. Show out. So Just need to see more from him because you're losing great scorers in Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo, who can both get you great points. So they've got to try to find out how they can get those points somewhere else. Kelly Olynyk did his job, putting up 24 huge, monstrous points. He also shot 56%. He shot 3 of 7 from 3, and he had 9 rebounds. So this man had himself a very, very good game, but just nobody else could get it done. Just truly unfortunate. Jay Crowder, I mean, he hit 2 of 3 threes. That's what we know about this man. He's kind of very good at shooting threes. Duncan Robinson, only 2 of 7. He's usually better than 28%. Andre Iguodala, 7 points, but usually he doesn't put up the points anyway. He's mostly there for defense. Kendrick Nunn put up 13 big points. That's good by him, but just nobody. I mean, these are just light points. Nobody went above and beyond. Nobody went that 30-plus points where LeBron James and Anthony Davis both did that. So they were missing a ton of points there, and their backups, their second squad, their supporting cast now with all these players out, just can't get it done. And the Lakers take it 124-114. Heading into Game 3, we'll see what Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo's availability is. They both need to play if the Heat want to have a chance. The Heat relied on just being deep and having good shooters coming off the bench. That's what the Heat relied on. But now you're putting all those good bench players, Kelly Olynyk, Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn. Now you're kind of moving them into kind of like the starting position. I mean, Kelly Olynyk played 37 minutes. Myers Leonard played 9. Kelly Olynyk was the starter of this game. I mean, come on. So heading into Game 3, if the Heat have Bam Adebayo, that is huge for them. They can maybe overcome the Goran Dragic loss with Tyler Hero elevated to the starting position and Kendrick Nunn playing more significant minutes. But they cannot lose Bam Adebayo because they need some beef down low. Kelly Olynyk, he's just not beefy. He's a good scorer. He's a good center. He's a good offensive center. But defensive securing rebounds, that's not his game because he's not very beefy. So they definitely need Bam Adebayo back to stop LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And if they don't, this is going to be another 10-point blowout in game number 3. Doesn't matter. I mean, they put up 114 points. That's a big amount of points for this team. But you can't give up 124 as well. Alrighty, let's go to let's switch gears to the NFL. Right before we get into kind of some game footage, I do kind of want to just take a quick look. We went really super in depth with Justin Herbert yesterday, where we literally looked at every single play he was a part of in last week's, and we're still not impressed by him. They're not letting him show his true arm. It's a lot of dink and dunk. It's a lot of runs setting up the quick passes. Justin Herbert, kind of when he was throwing 10-plus yards, he was a little iffy in completion, tips balls. Pretty much 50% of those passes over 10 yards were good, and 50% of those were not very good. So they're not trusting him. A lot of runs to set it up. The 330 yards was really inflated by just throwing the ball yard behind the line and letting Austin Eckler run for 10, 12 yards. So not sold on Justin Herbert yet. So let's look at Joe Burrow and Nick Foles today. We won't go super in depth, but we'll look at some of their touchdown drives and some of their other drives to get a full scope of what they're all about heading into tomorrow's games that hopefully, knock on wood, will still be played. All right, but first let's substitute this pick. We had Patriots +7. Now this game really isn't looking like it's going to be played. So let's swap it out. And now, I was kind of wrestling. Do I do Seahawks -5.5? I think that's a solid bet. I think the Seahawks win. It's just, do they cover the 5.5? Most likely, I'm going to stay away from it. I don't want to really root against the Dolphins, I guess. And I also think there is a better bet out here. Ravens -14. Obviously, that's a good bet. I don't know if Washington can score at all against this Ravens defense. But the Washington is at home. That is giving me a little bit of pause. Saints, no Michael Thomas, so I stay away from it. They're heavy on Michael Thomas. Who else? We've got Cowboys, Bucks, Bears, all in our other picks. So I think the best bet left is maybe Cardinals, Panthers. And, I know I've been saying it all week that Cardinals really rely too much on DeAndre Hopkins, and now he's questionable for the game. But the Panthers, they really have nothing on offense, and they have nothing on defense. Christian McCaffrey is still out. He's on IR. That was their one big playmaker for the Panthers. They could literally do it all with him, run the ball with him, or just, dump it off to him a yard past the line of scrimmage and let the man go eat for 9-10 yards. But they don't have that. Matt Rule is still not looking like the best head coach, and Teddy Bridgewater really just has nobody to give the ball to. Also, their defense is not good. Now, Cardinals maybe got a little bit of a wake-up call, losing at home against the Lions where Kyler Murray throws 3 interceptions. I wanted to kind of take this week off of the Cardinals to really kind of see how they're kind of actually are. Let's get a bigger sample size coming off of a loss. Let's see how they perform, and then maybe I can buy them back. But on short notice, because the Patriots are not playing, I think this is kind of the 7th best bet of the week, I guess you would say, since we just picked 6 games, and now we have to pick a 7th now. So I guess Cardinals minus 3.5. Got a little bit of a wake-up call, losing last week. Kyler Murray threw 3 interceptions. He's not going to throw 3. He may throw 1, but I doubt he throws more than 1, and I highly, highly, highly doubt he throws 3. And they only lost by 3 or 4 points to the Lions last week, and he threw 3 interceptions. So if he tones that down a little bit, they can definitely win this game. They're on the road. Definitely wake-up call game for them, losing a game they should have won in a back-to-back home game stretch last week against kind of the lesser talented Lions. You really shouldn't have lost to them. So I expect them to kind of clean up their game. The one thing that is, scaring me off this game a little bit is DeAndre Hopkins. Is he going to play? We know they love to force him the ball. So many targets a game, multiple. We're talking 10-plus targets a game. He's going for 150, but it seems like they rely on him a little too much. They've got a good running game. I mean, when we were watching Justin Herbert yesterday, we saw how much the Chargers were just running all over the Panthers. So now the Cardinals have Kenyon Drake, as good as Austin Eckler, in my opinion. So Cardinals, if they just slow it down a little bit, run the ball. Kyler Murray's legs could also help running the ball too. So we'll go Cardinals here in our kind of makeup bet with the Patriots out. So no longer Patriots plus 7 in our 99% guarantee section. It's going to be Arizona Cardinals minus 3.5. I think this is a solid bet. So we'll take that bet to replace our current Patriots plus 7. Alrighty, let's look at Joe Burrow first. Let's get into that real quick. Let's see what he did last week. He was in Philadelphia, ended up tying the game, but let's see how this man looked. 31 of 44, very well done. 312 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and it didn't look like he fumbled the ball. No, sir. So well done. I think we'll take it. What do we got? Punts, a lot of 3 and outs. 6 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 5 and out. Field goal drive. Very well done. All right, let's start it up at the touchdown drive. Let's look at the touchdown drives. Yeah, we'll look at these 2 touchdown drives. We'll go from there. Alrighty, so here we go. 2:47 in the second quarter. Yep, second quarter, right before half. Well done. Able to drive down the field and score a touchdown. Very well done. All right. Let's get this game queued up here. Week 3. Whenever you want to load for me. Let's get here. Week 3's matchups. Alrighty. Bengals, Eagles. 2:47 left in the second quarter. And we'll start seeing how Joe Burrow is actually looking. Alrighty, here we go. Bengals down 6-3. Joe Burrow on his own 25. Got 2 minutes, 46 seconds left to drive down the field. Look at that. Nice strike over the middle. This is from 15 yards. I mean, first play that we do from Joe Burrow. I mean, we never saw Justin Herbert throw 15-plus yards in that last game, or that we watched yesterday. So Joe Burrow's already looking better than Justin Herbert. All right, great throw right over the middle, right on target where only the receiver can get it. That is perfection. Very well done. All right, second throw. Okay, all right. Great attempt. I loved where he was going with the ball, just a little underthrown. Let's see if we get a replay here, or do we have to slow it down ourselves? He needed to put a little bit more air under this ball and get it more towards the sideline, right over the defender. Let's see where this ball is placed. Here we go. We're going to get a great angle here from the back. Joe Burrow just kind of lofts this one, and it's just a little underthrown. The receiver kind of has to look back and, stop how fast he was going, kind of adjust to the ball a little bit, and it was just a little underthrown. He had to come over and try to make the grab over the defender, but then he comes back and makes a fantastic throw here. Let's look at this one. Escapes the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield on the run, lost it right over this one defender, gets enough air under it, and just enough to get it to the receiver. So that's very well done. Joe Burrow looking very strong, very confident here. A great ball on the sideline, escapes the pocket. That's fantastic work, Joe Burrow. So far on these first 3 plays, we're getting so much more visually than we got from Justin Herbert's entire game. We literally watched all of his plays from last week, and we never got anything close as good as what we just saw in those first 3 plays from Joe Burrow. Literally absolutely fantastic. Here we go now. Still driving, 2-minute warning. Great 3 plays earlier to set him up in great field goal position to try to score a touchdown. All right, this one's just maybe a little bit of bad timing between the receiver and Joe Burrow here. We're going to get Tyler Boyd here in motion. He fakes the inside, goes outside, balls early. So just a little bit of miscommunication. Didn't work on that route a lot with this receiver. No worries. 2nd and 10. Let's see if he can make up for it. 2nd and 10 now. All the time in the world. Look at that clean pocket. Very well done. And he delivers an absolute strike. Once again, that's about 15 yards, I believe. Let's see where this one goes. 16, they pick up on it. Very, very well done. And yeah, just let's look at this pocket. He has all the time to throw in the world. No pressure. Where is the pressure coming from? So very well done, Cincinnati offensive line. And he delivers just a great ball to the sideline. Gets out of bounds. Picks up 15. Very well done, and now they're continuing to drive. Joe Burrow looking really good. Command of the offense, 2-minute drive, cool, calm, collected, going towards the sideline, not making those kind of in-the-field throws. We saw Justin Herbert do that, remember, on his touchdown-winning drive yesterday. I mean, they had no timeouts, and he was just dinking it right in the middle of the field, eating up that clock. They couldn't get out of bounds to stop the clock, so they had to go up to the line, clock the ball, lose a play, lose all that time. Here we go, Joe Burrow throwing to the sidelines like a master here of the 2-minute offense. Absolutely, it's really night and day from Joe Burrow to Justin Herbert. Joe Burrow is the better quarterback so far, and we've only watched about 5 plays of this man. Oh my goodness. Truly, truly incredible what we're seeing by Joe Burrow. Cool, calm, collected. Look at this setup screen. Works out good. Picks up the first. Able to break off the tackle. Very well done. Can't really judge Joe Burrow too much on that throw. It was a setup screen. He put it right on the running back, which is always good. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Empty backfield. Let's get a nice Joe Burrow strike for a touchdown here. Let's see it. Just takes it. The one-step drop. Likes the matchup that he had, and it gets called pass interference. All right. The throw itself, I love this throw. Literally one-step quick drop. When you know you've got the one-on-one, when you believe in your receiver more than their defender. I love this throw here. You gave your receiver a chance at the ball. One-on-one matchup. You saw it initially. You really saw it immediately. Let's see if we get a replay here. I'll go and replay it myself if I need to. We're going to get the pass interference. Let's see if this is pass interference first. It's a little tight. I don't like throwing the flag there, but I get it. He got the hands on them, and we see the little shove there. So I do see the pass interference. Not a big fan of it myself, but I understand it. All right, let's go back to this pass, though. Here we go. Joe Burrow. One-step drop, literally. Let's get this up a little bit. Slow it down right before the ball snapped. So he realizes really no deep safety here. We'll see where these defenders end up dropping back at the snap of the ball. But so far, no safeties up here. He's got the one-on-one matchup if he wants it. One-step drop here. One-step, two-step, lets it fly, sees it immediately. Nobody's going to drop back into coverage deep. So he's got the one-on-one matchup and just gives his receiver a chance to go get the ball. Decent throw as well, not a horrible throw. Really great 50-50 ball throw. Love it, love it, love it. giving your receivers a chance. That's all I ask as a quarterback. Let your receivers go make a play. Give them a chance to make a play on the ball. Joe Burrow did it right there. I love it. All right, they're going to try and run it in. No good. All right, I want to see Joe Burrow throw this touchdown pass, honestly. Let this man get some credit. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see what we're working with. Come on, Joe. Put it in the end zone, my man. 1 minute and 33. Just a masterful job of driving him all the way down to this 1 yard line. And look at this. Yes, sir. Cool, calm, collected. I mean, he's only got about 10 yards to throw with the back of the end zone. He's able to kind of just flip it by all those defenders. Back of the end zone. Trust his arms to flick it by him. Absolutely fantastic throw there. Very well done. Joe Burrow is already impressive, and we've only watched one of his drives. All right. Now let's watch a drive that kind of stalled out. I don't need to see another touchdown drive. I already loved what I saw from Joe Burrow and what he was capable of, but I do want to kind of see why some of these other drives stalled, why the 3 and outs, why the 5 and outs. So now let's kind of look at that now. Does he have like a 6 and out one that resulted in nothing? No, just a lot of 4, 3 and outs. That happened in overtime. The 12-play drive that ended in a field goal. All right, let's watch this play, this drive. We'll get 12 plays. This is a solid long drive. Let's see where it stuttered out, where it stalled out, where they only were able to get a field goal out of it. I think we'll get a lot out of this. So let's start we'll do this one, and then we'll go to Nick Foles, because I already like what I saw from Joe Burrow. I don't know if I need to see any more. All right, here we go. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They go on a long 12-play, 6-minute drive. So here we go. Let's see what we're getting from Joe Burrow. We'll get a complete look here. They're up 4 points, 20-16. Hang on. Sometimes the plays don't bring you to exactly where you think you're going. So let's see if we can get back there. All right, we're going to have to fast forward it ourselves because the plays are not taking us to where they should be. Let's go up here. We got to get to 10 minutes left in the fourth. All right, perfect right here. All right, Joe Burrow up 4, 20-16 with 10 minutes left on his own 11-yard line. Another long drive. Just a nice quick little out there, right on the money. Not the best play call, but a good throw working with what he was told to do. So here we go. 2nd and 9 now. Play action, the fake screen. Go back to it, and it works, but there's a flag. Let's see what they call it. Defensive offside, so the play will stand. All right, not seeing a lot from Joe Burrow here. First real pass of the drive, and it's right down the field for 15 big yards. Very well done. Once again, going to Tyler Boyd. Let's see if we get a little bit of a replay from this play. I would like to see this one from the back because it did look like it was a little bit behind him, but we're not going to be able to get a replay. So unfortunate. All right, here we go. Joe Burrow moving the ball down the field. Couple of screens and runs, didn't really pick up too much. Joe Burrow throwing the ball, picking up 15, very good. Mixon blown up in the backfield about 5 yards deep, unfortunate. Run game is not working. You got to trust Joe Burrow here, y'all. Got to trust him. Here we go. Keeping his eyes downfield, setting his feet. Look at that nice little spin, and he's able to keep the play alive and deliver it for a first down. That's magnificent. Very well done. Joe Burrow, not the quickest, not the most juke effective, but he was able to buy all the time he needed to deliver a nice ball here. So let's watch him again. Steps up, rolls right, keeping his eyes downfield, the nice little stutter, reverse back, killed number 57, and ball. That was like an extra 2 seconds on that nice spin fake out. Very well done. All smiles by him. You saw what I just did? Yeah, I killed that man. 57, I killed him. Well done, Joe Burrow. All right, we're getting a challenge by Philadelphia. Let's see if that held up. Illegal forward pass, they're calling it. So the receiver went out of bounds, came back inbounds. You cannot do that and be the first one to touch the ball. He was. So unfortunately, Joe Burrow's fantastic gymnastic skills there, unfortunately, go to nothing. And they are faced with a 3rd and 15 now. So let's see Joe Burrow pick this up. Look at Philadelphia guarding that first down line. We know that Philadelphia picks this up. How do they do it? They only rush 3. Joe Burrow just set it up and let your receiver, your running back work. And look at him go all the way. Bruv. Philadelphia was too worried about guarding that first down line that they gave up way more. Unfortunate. Not seeing a lot of Joe Burrow on this drive. But what we've been seeing so far is very good still. Still better than whatever we saw Justin Herbert try to do yesterday in his last week game. Joe Burrow, nice little shovel pass. That got nothing, unfortunate. But the shovel pass was actually itself was good. So well done, Joe Burrow. He can shovel the pass. Shovel the ball, boy. All right. Once again, good throw. Picked up about 9, right on target, though. And they get personal foul for unnecessary roughness. Now 1st and goal. All right. Joe Burrow in the goal line, in the red zone. Can't pick up the touchdown. Why not? Once again, they try that toss pass that Philadelphia has been just blowing up all game. I mean, we've been seeing it. False start for Cincinnati, too. All right, 1st and goal now, again from that false start. Got to let Joe Burrow open it up a little bit. It doesn't work. They face the toss to the right, come back to the left. Philadelphia not faked out at all, though. Everybody staying home. Very well done by them. Another flag. Goes to 2nd and goal. All right, here we go. Joe Burrow from the 8. Pockets collapsing. He can't escape it this time. He gets brought down. Just absolutely ragdolled there. Now 3rd and goal. Just swings it out. Not going to get anywhere close to the touchdown, unfortunately. So would have liked to see Joe Burrow throw the ball towards the end zone here on 3rd and goal, knowing that you're just going to go for the field goal here. Had a chance to really put away this game, make it 2 possessions with the touchdown. Unfortunately, they settle for the field goal, and they go to tie in overtime because of it. All right, so the one main takeaway from Joe Burrow is his arm is looking very good. Pocket was looking iffy sometimes. I mean, we saw him like once with a ton of time in the pocket, but then all the other times just getting blown up. Not a lot of time to throw. They're trying to fall in love with the run to set up the pass. Run was getting blown up of what we saw. And these 3 and outs, I mean, let's count how many 3 and outs Bengals had. 3 and out, that's 1. 3 and out, 2. So I guess they didn't have too many except when in the overtime period. They just went 3 and out basically the entire time. 4 and out, 3 and out, 4 and out. So besides the overtime period, not too many 3 and outs. A couple of punts though. 6 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out to start the game. 3 straight punts, 4 straight punts with a 5 and out as well. So that is a little concerning. Short drives, maybe just trying to do too much with the run and not let Joe Burrow kind of open it up. We saw he was able to make some good passes. The accuracy is good. The arm is good. We're seeing, 15-yard throws. So not bad by Joe Burrow so far, better than Justin Herbert. All right, let's look at Nick Foles. Am I tripping? Am I buying the Bears too much? That's what I've been kind of wondering. I don't think I am. I think the Bears are good, and now that Nick Foles is the starting quarterback, they should be fine. So let's look at what we've got from Nick Foles. We'll start on this one interception drive. We've already kind of covered it a little bit, but we will watch it again. We'll watch. Actually, do we just do the touchdown drives? Yeah, let's just do the touchdown drives. We've seen the interception. It was a 50-50 ball. It was a good interception, not where you just misread it. It was 50-50 in the end zone. Receiver had a chance at it. Defender just came down with it. That's what it was. A defender kind of ripped it out of receiver's hands. So now let's look at what we're getting from Nick Foles when he's doing these touchdown drives. 3 touchdown drives in the 4th quarter. Very well done. So now let's look at that. And then we'll get out of here for the day. All right, here we go. Nope, I thought I had it. Here we go. Nope. This is week 4. Come on. Give me that week 3. Alrighty. We're at week 3 looking for Chicago right here. All right. I've got to go back. We've got 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We'll go there. I'm actually on the interception play right now, actually. Let's keep it here. Let's get this play. I mean, this is the interception that was called, y'all. This was the interception that Nick Foles threw. Receiver went to go get it. He's got it. This could be a touchdown, but just good defense there to know what is going on and just rip the ball out from under him. So this is still a good throw, y'all. Do not, say, oh, he still threw an interception, though. Yes, but this is still a good ball. This was still a good throw. This was still a good decision. It was just ripped from the receiver's hands. Can't blame Nick Foles too much on this one. So good interception there. And then he goes and throws 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. So here we go, 9-10. Let's see Nick Foles work here. They're down 16, 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Nick Foles so far is 7 of 16 for 96 yards at this point. All right, here we go. First play. Starting at their own 38-yard line, Nick Foles. Let's see what he's got. Better than Mitch Trubisky? He's more aggressive, giving his receivers a chance. That's a good ball. Receiver just cannot come down with it, but overall, this is a good ball. Let's look maybe a little high, but it still looked like he had both hands on that ball. Should have came down with it. 2nd and 10 now. Quick little out, but right on the money where the receiver could go and run with it after. Picked up about 4 yards. Not bad overall. 3rd and manageable now. Let's see what Nick Foles can do here on a 3rd down. Has to pick it up to keep the drive moving, keep the drive alive, keep your hopes of winning this game down 16 in reach. This ball a little underthrown. Very underthrown, actually. Not good. So now it's 4th and 6. I mean, the receiver is that Allen Robinson? He had a step, like 2 steps on the defender. Has to come back for the ball, and it's underthrown. Got to get better at that, Nick Foles. But now he's going to have a full week of practice. You know what I mean? With the ones, he'll be good to go, y'all. 4th and 6. Do or die time for the Bears. Nick Foles here. Look at that. Wide open, right on the money. Mitch Trubisky cannot make this throw, y'all. Ted Ginn Jr., the speedy wide receiver, coming across here. Nice little out route toward the sideline. Lays it over the linebacker right before the safety. What a great throw by Nick Foles. Confident on 4th and 6. Mitch Trubisky would have thrown this ball out of bounds. He would have taken a sack. He would have went down. He wouldn't have been able to make this beautiful throw. Wow. Woof. That's perfection. That is perfection. Beautiful ball. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. All right. So they pick it up on 4th and 6 or 4th and 5. Another ball. Just giving his receiver a chance. The receiver was the only one that could have even caught that ball if it fell incomplete, but he would have been the only one that had a chance to come back for the ball. So not a bad throw overall. Plus, he's being aggressive here. He's going down the field. Mitch Trubisky is dink and dunk. So now that Nick Foles, he's attacking the defense, they have to kind of back off a little bit more. That opens up everything else. Opens up this draw that they're running right now. That picked up 10. So Nick Foles, yes, he has a little bit of incompletions here on this drive, but it's opening up other things with him being aggressive and pushing the ball down the field. Atlanta, I mean, this entire game they've been just pushed up because it's Mitch Trubisky. I mean, he's not going to throw behind us. So, he's 9 of 20 so far. Not the best completion percentage, but 9 completions for 102 yards. He's pushing the ball down the field, and he's being aggressive. Definitely kind of a 180 from what you get from Mitch Trubisky. Just getting it out of his hands very quickly here. The accuracy is a little bit of a problem. Okay. The accuracy is a little bit of a problem. That big throw on fourth down was absolutely fantastic, but those other throws that we've been seeing so far, a little off the mark, either high, left, inside, outside, just a little off the mark. So hopefully he can clean it up on the next drive we watch, because this one is not giving me the most confidence in my Bears. Plus 3 is the lock this week. I may have bought Nick Foles a little bit too much here. Let's see. Let's see if he can win me back. 2nd and goal now. Got to cap this off with a touchdown. We know he does. Hopefully we get a Nick Foles passing touchdown. Once again, just he had him open. It was just way outside Jimmy Graham. Put it right on him. Way low and to the right. Nick Foles' accuracy. All right, I'm seeing it a little bit. Should I not be? I mean, look at that. That's not even close. That's very inaccurate. I may have bought Mitch Trubisky too much, or Nick Foles too much. I may have bought this Bears team a little too much. Let's see. 3rd and goal. Very well done. See, this is a perfect throw right on him. You put it right on Jimmy Graham. He's going to go catch the ball, no doubt. This was a great ball by Nick Foles. All right. So a couple of bad throws, a couple of good ones. Now let's watch this one in slow motion one more time. Jimmy Graham just running a little comeback route right on him. Perfect, right in the chest. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's watch one more drive. Maybe he can, prove us wrong a little bit. Get us back to actually liking Nick Foles this week. Coming back on this drive. Falcons go 3 and out. Great field position. Hang on. We just saw this. The plays is currently not bringing me of where I want to go, so we have to find it ourselves. We'll just fast forward a little bit. Skip Atlanta's drive. Alrighty, here we go. Trying to get to the first play of this drive for Mitch Trubisky. Or for Nick Foles, excuse me. So they're going to have great field position, it looks like. Again, I just brought it all the way back to the first quarter. This website is truly not great, y'all. I'm telling y'all. All right, 4th and 8. I believe this is where we're at. Nope. One more drive ahead. Okay, we'll leave it right here. I believe this is the first play of the drive anyway. 4 minutes left in the game. 1st and 10. Great field position for the Bears. Let's see what Nick Foles got. The accuracy on the last drive, it's got to be short up here. Boom, right on the money. Perfect. Picks up 5. All right. Accuracy is getting back. He's getting back. He was just thrown in the middle of this game, y'all. 3rd quarter, they benched Trubisky. They put in Foles. So he's going to take a little bit for him to get, acclimated. And, with this full week of practicing with the starters, he should be good, because what we've been seeing so far is just the accuracy that needs to be cleaned up. He knows these plays. He knows what to do. So just the accuracy shored up a little bit. He should be good to go. But let's continue watching this drive. Now at the 30, they're down 3. Nick Foles trying to be the savior and keep this Bears team at 3-0. Loads up. Good. I mean, that's still a good pass where only the receiver can get it towards the sideline. A little high, but still overall just a good ball to get the Falcons defense off of you. Push them back a little bit more. We get bonus here. Carson Wentz able to dive it in for the tie game. Very well done by him. Alrighty, Nick Foles. Here we go. 2nd and 10 now from the 30. See, Atlanta giving all this room now because Nick Foles is literally just whipping the ball quickly out of his hands down the field. They take advantage of it, set up the screen a little bit. Screen did not get there quick enough. A little low, not very quickly. Alrighty, 3rd and 8 now. They're going to bring it down to the 2-minute warning, so we will have to keep fast forwarding. Here we go. Coming out of the 2-minute warning. Here we go. I think I spoiled it a little bit. We're getting a touchdown here. Nick Foles drops back. Floats it right on the money to Miller for a touchdown. Alrighty. So just what we've seen from Mitch Trubisky, the accuracy does need to be shored up a little bit. But I'm still going to, this is still going to be a lock. Bears +3. I'm still liking what I'm seeing. And, through those first 2 weeks, the defense was carrying the squad. I mean, Mitch Trubisky wasn't doing anything impressive. I mean, he wasn't throwing 5 touchdowns and like 400 yards a game. This man was just, average completion percentage, average everything, kind of slightly below some things, and just still making it work. So Nick Foles is still going to be able to, get it done this week against the Colts, and the defense is going to be primarily the reason. If the defense can keep them in it, Nick Foles is a good, serviceable, maybe is a slightly above average game manager. We see him able to kind of push the ball down the field. Allen Robinson's going to love that. Matt Nagy is obviously going to love that, not having to play dink and dunk. So I think Nick Foles is going to work this week. I'm still big on him, even though the accuracy was a little off. That's something that you can kind of clean up easy when you have a full week of practice. But when you're thrown in there, you're like, all right, hang on, we're down, and I'm thrown out here, and I'm expected to win the game. Yeah, my throws are going to be off to like the left just a slightly, overthrown just slightly, down low slightly, to the right slightly. So we're not going to penalize him for that. I'm still buying into Nick Foles this week, and we'll see, if he shows me he lays a goose egg this week, then I will officially, write him off. But so far, to able to come down, down 16 and still win the game, very well done. All right, that is going to do it for today. We've got no moneymaker today. Hang on, what is that? Well, I'll do a college football one real quick. Let's get a moneymaker on the board. No basketball, no NFL. I'm sure there is baseball on, but I'm not too keen on baseball. Alrighty, let's see what we've got. Any good games? Clemson, Virginia. Clemson -28.5. LSU -20. Iowa State. What do we got? Georgia, Auburn. I like the Auburn +7.5, y'all, actually. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take what was it, 1 o'clock right now? All right, well, let's do Auburn +7.5. And hang on, there was one more. There's one more. We'll do a 2-teamer here. We're gonna go Jacksonville State. I've never even heard of this fucking team. See what happens when we get COVID and, not all the teams are playing quite yet. Big 10, Pac-12 not playing just quite yet. We get Jacksonville State that we have to watch. Unfortunate. Alrighty, let's do Iowa State +7.5 at home. Over Oklahoma, yeah. All right, Auburn +7.5. Iowa State +7.5. That's the 2-teamer. Bet this mediocrely. I kind of like it already. Alrighty. All right, let's see any COVID news. Anything broke while we were talking. Colts and Bears will be moved to the late window to replace Patriots and Chiefs. All right, so we're getting primetime Nick Foles. Alrighty. Schedule change. Bears, they are going to 4:25. No longer the 1 o'clock window. Not too bad. I think that helps the home team definitely. Now the Colts are like, fuck, we got to stay there the entire day now. We've already, we thought we were going to go there a little early, but now, we have to stay later. So that's definitely going to help the Bears a little bit. This time change, home team will benefit from that. But it looks like no other players have come out with COVID. That's good. We've gone an hour so far, the day before Sunday, so that's not bad. I think we could take this. And still, Chiefs-Patriots is still likely to be scheduled for Tuesday night. I can get behind that. Alrighty. So, yeah, that's going to do it today. Nothing else left to break and go over. So tomorrow we'll just kind of run down our final thoughts on everything before the game. It is going to be at 11 o'clock, no longer 12, just for tomorrow. We'll be here special time, 11 a.m. tomorrow, not noon. So make sure it's a little earlier, but we'll still make it work, no worries. We'll be back here tomorrow, 11 Eastern, at twitch.tv/takesbyfans and takesbyfans.com. Alrighty, thanks for coming out, and we'll see you tomorrow.